just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need to keep.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go. Secure. Come on, D.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down, Newman. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To throw on second down. Newman got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Switch it. Check 99. Check 99. Cross.
From the gun, Newman. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
Watch the shift. Great stone. Come on. Check. Lucky. 6 guys. There you go.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go Bandit!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Goal 50. Hey, Orbit.
To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the slip.
Throwing on first down. Newman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Hatchet.
Operating from the gun. Newman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's make go, Bandit. Go.
Throwing again. Brady. This is Miller, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kendall Beckwith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the Bucs 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, Newman. That's into the hands of Edwards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
3rd and 2.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Brady, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner. Oh, a free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard. They're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
I got it. Watch the ship.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down, Newman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Yeah, let's go second.
On 1st and 10, Newman. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Kill. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
From the gun, Newman. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Mike 51. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Newman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Newman. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The throw right sideline here is complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Brady to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the ad.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. 51, Mike. Mike 51. In your face.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles